Yeah, a few weeks ago. I can't start with yeah. Oh God, now I'm in my own head. A few weeks ago, we did the House of Authentic Connections launch, the public reveal of the new Commsor stuff we've been working on for the last 6 to 9 months. And to say it exceeded our expectations would be an understatement for sure. I think more importantly, the internal morale metric, I know we don't really measure it, but like, I feel like you can feel an energy in the team. It's like nice to finally put your hard work out there and see positive responses to it and see people give a shit and not be like building in a quiet, dark cave. I mean, it's very dark here in Denmark right now, but physically and literally. Wait, physically and literally are the same thing. Oh no. Literally and figuratively is what I meant. A lot of people have asked about how we did it. Honestly, it's go-to-network in action, I think is the best way to put it. It's the result of building an authentic network, giving a shit about people beyond just the sale. It's the result of, I don't know, using mouthwash to get rid of your commission breath, if you will, so that people can't like smell the desperation on you just trying to close this deal for the sake of closing a deal. I mean, yeah, the business impact has been big. It's 36 at my last count, which hopefully goes up by the time this video gets published, but 36 qualified booked demos, calls, intros for our team product. We had, I think, over 1,000 people sign up for Matcha. We had the most traffic to any of our websites ever in the history of Commsor. And I was actually expecting the numbers not to be very good because in my experience, launches don't usually convert to numbers instantly because launches are just like a moment in time. It's not like, I think a lot of founders make the mistake of thinking, oh, I'm going to launch to the world and then like, boom, we're going to grow. But I always like to use the analogy internally that launching or going public with something is really like getting to base camp at a mountain. Like you're only at the point where you now have the privilege to start to climb the mountain. So I think I tempered the team's expectations a lot by being like, hey, if this launch doesn't go crazy well, we might get a lot of attention, a lot of noise, but that doesn't mean it's going to convert into business metrics. So I think I was very surprised. There's definitely been some negatives as well. Some not real negatives, but valid criticisms of like people still not understanding what we're doing. I mean, there's always room to improve the product marketing and the messaging. It's, I don't think I've ever met a company who got it right on the first try. And the only way you can find out if it's right and make changes to make it better is put it out there and learn. Some people made comments about like, oh, this is just a tired old influencer play. Like they must have spent a ton of money. We didn't spend a single dime. People posted because they liked us, because they're customers of us, because they're fans of ours, because they want to be part of the herd. They added dino emojis to their name because it's something to be a part of. And I think that's the real, I don't know if magic's the word I would use. That's like way too cheesy of a word. But I think the really important thing to take away from this launch, if you're trying to replicate it, is that it is the result building with this open-ended mindset, this authentic mindset. This doesn't happen if you cold call people. This doesn't happen if you cold email people. If all you're trying to do is hit someone's door enough times that they open the door and hopefully you can sell to them, you don't get this sort of brand affinity, this sort of community and network built around you that is willing to jump in and help. There are people like Alex Christian, gotta call him out specifically, who were literally jumping into comments or people were asking to learn more about Bronto. He is a customer as an individual, not employed, not financially incentivized to do anything on our behalf. He was jumping in. He spent hours DMing people and hopping on calls to talk about our products and show off how he uses them we didn't ask him to do that. He's not getting paid to do that. That doesn't happen if all you do is focus on selling to people. If you remove that ability to build a relationship with someone, you don't get that. And I think that's the big takeaway here is like, it's a long-term mindset. And when it pays off, like, holy shit, does it pay off? For those interested in learning more about how we did it, the behind the scenes, what went into it, our thinking and some of the numbers behind the results so far, and by the time this video is live, there should be a written piece that goes with it that'll be somewhere linked, the whole, like I did the YouTube, like point up, down, left, right. I never know which direction it is depending on what platform you're on. But there will be a written sort of internal case study. One of the things we're actually one of the things we are doing is this thing we call The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. It's a play on the classic Western movie, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And the goal is really, we're doing a lot of testing of new ways to market, grow, and sell in B2B SaaS beyond cold calls, cold emails, buying ads, which has been like the trio of B2B growth for the last 10 or 20 years. And our goal is to document everything we're doing and actually share write-ups of it. So everything you see us doing, whether it's been our hoodie campaign, our Sendoso partnership for the Secret Santa, our launch a few weeks ago, all of those will be written up and shared as internal case studies. So you'll know the good ideas, the bad ideas, the weird ideas. We'll share the case studies when we try an idea and it falls flat. We'll share them when they work, like our launch did. So yeah, you'll be able to follow along and hopefully learn. At the very least, you'll maybe have some entertaining reads on things we tried that didn't work, because that's always interesting to read. That's sometimes more interesting than the things that work. But yeah, expect more good, bad, and weird from Commsor in the coming weeks, months, years, centuries, millennium. I don't know. If the Earth is here, don't leave that, cut that part out. Like, that's bad, but you know what I mean.